Good day and welcome to Motor Rose Music. I am Jeff Thiel, the host of the channel. Today we got a cheap one on our hands here. This is the Grote. They call it the solid electric guitar is what the title says. It's the GTLM-4. Not sure what the 4 stands for, but you know, they all have their own weird kind of names for these things. This is kind of a root beer color, I call it. It's listed as brown. It's obviously a Tele style guitar. It's got the single cut. It's basswood material is what they say. Body material, back material, and the top material. So I will tell you this, in my experience, when they say material, that means it's probably not nice big slab of basswood, you know, basswood composite. That's what I believe. I've taken these apart. Usually, like maybe the top layers are kind of a wood, and then it's some sort of composite in the middle that they sandwich in there. I've taken it apart. Now they do a good job of putting some painting some shield in there that, you know, could be to hide some things. But, you know, whatever. It's currently selling for $79.99. It's $99.99 on Amazon with a $20 coupon, bringing it down to like just shy of 80 bucks. All right, I will have an affiliate link in the description if you should want to try this. It's got a roasted maple neck, at least it looks like it. Some people can smell and tell. I don't know. It looks roasted. It's 80 bucks. Maybe they tinted it, but I doubt it. You got a maple board, maple neck. It is bolt-on, and I will tell you, it's got. Try to get those reflections out. There we go. But it's got some nice curves to it. You've got a nice body cut, and you know, with this right here, that's kind of nice. There's no neck plate. So it's pretty comfortable to play. I will tell you, when I got this out, the frets were kind of sharp. They weren't horrible. It wouldn't have necessarily cut your hand, but you could definitely feel it. I've had some other guitars, and I've done a video on one where it was literally so sharp it was cutting up the skin on my hands. But this is not the case. I just got a fret file and smoothed them out a little bit. It didn't take much. They're pretty good now. They, you know, they're not stainless steel. They're just nickel. And the nut, I still have an issue with. What they did on the E and the B string, and I'll have pictures up here, they're cut too wide. Now, these feel like really light strings. They're at least 9s. I doubt they put 8s on them. But 10s would certainly help this guitar out as far as that. But even if I had 10s on here, it's cut too wide. And I'll see if you probably won't be able to hear it, but anytime, yeah, there it pings, you probably didn't hear that, but yeah, it's getting hung up in there because there's just too much travel on this. Let's see. Whoops. You can hear that, I hope. And that's the E string. So yeah, it's not cut right. It needs to be fixed. I may go ahead and, you know, just fill it in. We'll see how I feel about it. No, I forgot to mention, this thing was a Christmas gift from my favoritist mother-in-law, and I can't say favoritist because I've had 2 mother-in-laws now, and I'll just keep it at 2. And yeah, she's the favoritist. I got my phone binging there. Anyways, we'll skip that stupidity. So, you know, it's got 2 string trees here. The tuners, it's an $80 guitar. How do you think the tuners are? They're okay. You know, I would say they're, comparing to the range of budget guitars from about $100 to a few $100s, these are on the below average end. They're kind of loosey-goosey. So the tuning stability on this is okay. So I will go ahead and plug this in. I have not played this through an amplifier, so I have no clue how it sounds. I've just been playing it unplugged, and it feels pretty good. The action is super low on it. I don't have a measurement. The weight is really good, and that could be just because I've had basswood guitars that are heavy. This one is really not that heavy. It's 6.8 pounds, so 6 pounds 8 ounces actually. So 6.5 pounds, which is a good weight, a really good weight. So that's a plus side. But let's go ahead and plug this in and hear how it sounds right after this cut. All right, we are back, and let me mute that. I got this all tuned up here. I had a little trouble with the E string, checking it again, and the low E string, but I think I got them all stretched out. This really could use some 10s. This is going into my 68 Deluxe Reverb. That's the silver face version of the Fender tube amp, 22 watts. It is tube. And I've got a TC Electronics Spark Booster and a TC Electronic Hall of Fame 2 reverb. I like to use that when I'm recording because it's easier to run dry rather than running the foot switch all the way over here. And then I have the Boss SD1, that is a super overdrive. I like to use those pedals on these budget guitars. I could use some really budget pedals, but these are under $100 or right around. The Boss is under 100. I think the two TC Electronics are just maybe over $100. Those are at what I consider kind of mid-level but quality pedals. Certainly affordable. I will put affiliate links down there, and I will have an Amazon affiliate link for this if you should choose to use that link and purchase one. I do get a whole 3% commission on that. It is greatly appreciated, and it does help the channel. If you use the link and, buy Q-tips, I get a percentage of that too. I don't know why. But anyways, let's go ahead and hear how this thing sounds. And we're going to start out just dry. I'm going to have everything up here, and we're going to start on the bridge pickup. Now let's go to the neck pickup. Both pickups together. Yeah, I kind of like them both together in the bridge. I'm never a fan of the neck pickup on Tele styles. I know people are, but it's a little too dark for me. Could be my damaged eardrums from being at too many Megadeth concerts when I was young, but that's my opinion. Anyways, let's put on some reverb here. I think I've got the spring reverb. I don't have a ton, just a sprinkle of reverb. And let's go ahead, and I'll do this clean with reverb again, bridge pickup. Neck pickup. Both pickups combined. Not too bad. I will tell you this. I'll put on this overdrive. These are a bit microphonic. Here's the bridge. Probably hear that a little bit. The neck pickup is the worst. Hey, good looking, we'll be back to pick you up later. Hey, how about that pocket fisherman? Knew I'd get that in there sometime. That was a special request. So now let's go ahead and turn on the spark booster. I have it on fat. The up is fat, clean, and mid. So here we go on the bridge pickup. My standard telly lick. Let's go up to the bridge. Let's combine them both. There you go. That's a little solo I wrote for this particular song. I never recorded it in full, but I was in a band and we were gonna record it, so I had everything set up, and then COVID hit, and then it all fell apart from there. So let's go ahead and put some overdrive on with the boost and give this thing a listen here. All right, that's enough of that. You know, this thing, let me go ahead and mute that. It's $80, folks. So what do I think for $80? Yes, it's got its flaws. We got microphonic pickups that don't sound really that bad. They're pretty good sounding pickups, even though they're microphonic. You could replace them. I had some frets that I had to file. They really weren't that bad, and I am like miles away from a luthier, so it's not like I have skill to do that. So they weren't that bad. The nut is the biggest issue. These two slots, the B and the E, the second and the first string, they're cut too wide. They're just all slopping around there, and you're getting all kinds of ping. I think the E slot, the low E, the 6th string, may be a little too high because it's a little bit out. I get it in tune here, and it's really kind of out up here. The intonation wasn't that bad. I didn't set it. It can be adjusted. It was surprisingly, all but 2 strings were almost dead on, and the other ones were just a little sharp, but that could be because of other things. But the tuners are they're okay for an $80 guitar. They're pretty good. So I recommend this with a huge caveat. you know, this, I could have got a bad one. This could be a bad one. Put a comment down. Maybe you bought one of these and you got a, you know, a really good one. That does happen. I don't know why I said it like that. Happen with these budget guitars. It can be a 50-50 thing. Which is why I do get these from Amazon, because it is easy to return. I know I probably say that every video. I have one of these things, but that's the way it goes. Others have return policies, but I just find it easy with them. So that's why I get it from there. That's why I put the links. So yeah, if you're a little bit handy, this is fine. But you know, at $80 right now, this is, I think, the 19th of January. It's $80. You know, you can hardly go wrong there if you're somewhat of an experienced guitar player. And if you're not, you get a bad one, just send the damn thing back. That's the great thing about it. So I hope this was informative and slightly entertaining. Please let me know in the comments if you know, if you've had this or any questions you have. Please give us a like if you liked the video, and if you're not subscribed, please do. Remember, trying to keep rock alive.